diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. And we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've been proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a receivers, and then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will have its first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense is vowed to find new ways. In the football, so we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus.
Oh, he's got some space. The 40. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. With the catch, it's Leon. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Leon. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams. Both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup. Regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Using the quick game. And they'll run into the end zone. Touchdown Tide!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him. He can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Harvey. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Lost a throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Harvey.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. He leaves it with his back. Oh, better look out. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
The Seminoles back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He caught him down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. The Seminoles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Pushes for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the point after is good. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Back to pass on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this...
Intercepted. There's even a Heisman Trophy contender that haven't missed you. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Handoff to the lone back. Looking for more room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Goes to the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Leon. Fouls through the defense. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst. And he showed all of those attributes right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Makes the catch. It's Shields. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
You see it so much in college football when they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
They'll try to run for it. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. How about the offense both teams put on display in this first quarter? Huge early numbers. They've got a first down here to open the period. On the run, it's Pope. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The Noles in a good spot here with second and short. Running back searching for a hole. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're down to the 20, first and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch in the middle, it's Harvey. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, baby.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Off play action. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often. And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got it. QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
You want to talk about the dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. The give to the single back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys. Those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
And that deep tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just
looking for the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Here's a heat. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And guys, still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Ken.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got it behind the line. It's Hatchett. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on third down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
The kick is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The long missed field goal squashed any hopes of scoring on the last drive. They'll try to get something done this time. Wants to go up top on first down. Get it out on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Turning it on! They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move, it's Poe. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the tight end. To the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hunter. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's He's a big part of this offense's success.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Seminoles have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Noles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been parked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They're dealing with a second and long. The give to the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. They'll operate out of split backs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
This time it's complete. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. They'll start this drive at their own 48. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Poe. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the ground, it's Poe. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. You wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, Florida State.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the ground with the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone, they'll put it away at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Pulls it in, it's Leon. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Fires deep on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Couldn't find a man, just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they make...
Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hunter. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Brown.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And that's exactly what you want to do. You want to get the offense in a 3rd and long situation where you can bring on more skill. You can understand I'm rushing the passer. They're going to throw the football, and you force the incompletion. Nice job by this defense. Get them in 3rd and long and then execute.
Punt is in the air. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take it. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football. Put a nice...
There he goes! Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Turning on the Jets. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
It's complete to the left. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. The short hands, it's Hatchett. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Rush. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Used to play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Set, ready.
They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bama!
It's just so nice to have a center who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida State. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Florida State, 45. Alabama, 28.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They're player going back to the ground. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And this offense, man, they're in a tough spot, right? Like, the throws are coming. You're down. You need to make plays in the passing game, but you got to protect your quarterback better. This defense, they've got their ears pinned back. You got to do something about it.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Trying to do it on the ground. Turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Got his man quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's swallowed up in the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails to the back of the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number Perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll pull it on the read. Sweet cut there. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is,
breaks into the open.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it-runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The inside handoff. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun to give it to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. And the Seminoles have their offense in high gear. With the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, no! And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. On the move, he fires. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
The quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Unloads to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Throws to the wideout. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most.
There he goes! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense.
3:25.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on second and goal.
Down 55 feet.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Going for the goal line. And to the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect that they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Off the play fake. He's got him. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the back. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Takes the handoff. It's Leon. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. That was hardly a performance worthy of a #1 team in the country, and now they have to look themselves in the mirror and see if they can get this thing right.
Yeah, they got hammered. Like, this was not competitive. This was a bad performance, and the committee watches every single week. And being the #1 team in the country, obviously you got some pressure.